Terrific battle for favouritism here in the opening event. They stand well, they're off and they're racing. And from the inside, Knock on Heaven's Door, left or right. Coco Bell has early speed, and they're going to vie for the front at the end of 200. Right behind those is Moonshine Queen, the grey from Miss Finkmeyer, dropping across. A length and a half to Batista. Down on the inside of So See God, drifting out the back in the early part of proceedings. Watto's Warrior with Charmer, and back last of all is Moonshine Queen, or at least Moonwalk, as they work along here past the 650. Where the leader on the inside is Knock on Heaven's Door, out by 3/4 on Coco Bell. Over on the inside, travelling their third is Moonshine Queen as they approach the turn. Fourth is Miss Finkmeyer. Back on the inside, Batista. So See God about to hook out and get going. Charmer ridden along further back in the field, then Watto's Warrior, and last of all is Moonwalk. Into So See God, Miss Finkmeyer, the two in the market here, the equal favourites virtually. Miss Finkmeyer's in front. On the outside is So See God, trying hard to haul her in. Miss Finkmeyer, So See God diving. Made it really close, right on the line. Might have got it a lip, but it's too tight to call. Miss Finkmeyer, So See God together. Back behind those then, as far as third goes, Moonwalk got home very well from the back of the field, joining Batista, Watto's Warrior. Close all round for the placings. Further back of the field then to Coco Bell. Moonshine Queen dropped right out of contention. Likewise, Knock on Heaven's Door. And one has failed to complete the course. That is Charmer, who has been eased out of the race nearing the 200 metre mark. Photo result here. The two fancies. Miss Finkmeyer, So See God, who crunched in late to 270. Heads up, heads down, and 9 gets it by the barest. Number 9, So See God, ridden by Chris Parnham, the Playing God filly. The $40,000 Perth Magic Millions acquisition wins for Sean and Jake Casey, teaming up with Chris Parnham. A nose over Miss Finkmeyer, Holly Nottle, the Machino filly, and third in that battle for the minor placing to Batista, the debutante. Clint Johnston Porter in front of Watto's Warrior and Moonwalk. 9, 5, 2, 4. 9, 5, 2 and 4 the numbers are after a very close result here. Only a pimple in it between them. So See God getting home for those connections. D and Mrs. G Sedgwick, along with G, Mrs. E Anderson, and D and Mrs. C.T. Richards. A Playing God filly from the Pentire mare in So Imposing. Trialled really well, and she's brought that to race day in 1:10.63, home in 35.12. A nose 3 lengths, the margins. A nose by 3. Chris had to sit bide his time there, but with that rail out today, you can kick off on the Canberra, and certainly got going. Miss Finkmeyer striking the lead, and the two just split the others apart there. They came away, and it was a good effort too. It looked as though Miss Finkmeyer might have been able to hold off So See God, but the latter certainly really found something in the final stages to get the psychological bob right on the line. Terrific finish to start the day. Okay, the next on the card, the running of the Unite Resourcing Maiden over 1,600 metres. The emergency runners are not required, 15, 16, 17 and 18. And they'll jump at 19 after 2. That was too close for comfort as far as the Casey boys are concerned. But here's Sean down in the yard now with Lockie Taylor after this debut victory.
The stable continues their red-hot form as well, Darren, as Sean joins me once again. Sean, So See God, one of the first Playing Gods that you've had in your care. It's nice that Neville let you had one.
Yeah, when I bought him, Neville said I was going to buy him, and then when I saw you were on him, I thought, he said I didn't need another one, but I wasn't going to let it go. And so, yeah, good owners that have taken shares in the horse together, and she's been, you know, a good willing horse. Jade McNaught's done most of the work, and, you know, so prompted for Chris to give it a spin, and he was really keen before the race after watching his trial replay, so it was all round, yeah, good day.
Pre-race, you spoke about the fact that she's always been such a willing filly, both in her track work and at the trials. That was on display, especially that final 200 metres when she was there to be beaten. Yeah,
well, because Holly's in such hot form, and with the claim, but you know, Chris looked great on the filly. He lifted her to the line, and yeah, it was our lucky bob.
As we discussed pre-race, 3 runners still to saddle up: the Rocket, Canny Kev, and Jackpot Bingo. Who's the best of the remaining 3?
Well, Jackpot Bingo and Canny Kev, they're both the same horse. The Rocket, he goes good, but he can find himself a little bit of trouble. He's got a bad gait, but we actually probably not the brightest move being with the rail so far out. But if it gets a nice clean run through, it was a really good run last start.
Nice way to start the day. Good luck for the remainder.
Thanks, Lockie.
There's Sean Casey after the win of Soci God. The stable is absolutely flying. This time, not with a 2-year-old, but a really nice 3-year-old filly on debut, Scotty.
Certainly is, and the punters have been well rewarded there. $7 into $3.30 fixed odds here as they publish, but also you could see there $2.70 on the WOP, so the money was relentless. Chris joins us now. Haven't been a boarder at trials, but I'm sure you watched them and were pretty impressed.
Yeah, the last 2 trials were really good. Had a good look at them this morning, and came in here pretty confident.
Got a nice run. It looked like she travelled really well.
Yeah, travelled really well. Only began fairly, but was able to sort of muster into a midfield position. Travelled sweetly throughout, and you know, still a bit green. There's a lot of upside there.
Really tight late.
Yeah, I felt the heads were out of sync, so I wasn't sure, but yeah, 50-50 call. But I got lucky on Saturday, so I thought I might use my luck up.
Job well done.
Thanks.
There's Chris Parnham. He combines with Sean and Jake Casey and the 3-year-old Playing God filly in Soci God, who takes out the MCA Polytrack handicap to start the day here at Ascot.